January 1991. The skies over Iraq. An American F-16 pilot spots an enemy aircraft on radar. It's a MiG-25 Foxbat, one of the fastest interceptors ever built, capable of Mach 3. The Iraqi pilot has altitude, speed, and home field advantage. The F-16 pilot doesn't hesitate. He maneuvers aggressively, locks on, and fires an AIM-120 missile. Seconds later, the MiG explodes. The Foxbat never saw it coming. This wasn't luck. This was the F-16 doing exactly what it was designed to do: outfly, outfight, and outlast anything in the sky. Since 1978, the F-16 Fighting Falcon has been the backbone of American air power and the most successful fighter jet in history. Over 4,600 built, flown by 25 countries, combat-proven in every major conflict for the last 4 decades, and it's still in production. Welcome to Armed Insight. Today we're breaking down the F-16 Viper, the lightweight fighter that revolutionized air combat and became the most versatile, most exported, and most lethal multi-role fighter jet ever built. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the F-16 changed everything, how it dominates in air-to-air and air-to-ground missions, and why, after nearly 50 years, it's still one of the most feared fighters on the planet. Let's go. The F-16 was born out of frustration. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, American fighters were big, heavy, and complex. The F-4 Phantom was the workhorse of Vietnam, but it was designed as a missile truck, not a dogfighter. When U.S. pilots got into close-range combat with smaller, more agile MiGs, they struggled. A group of Air Force officers and defense analysts, known as the Fighter Mafia, saw the problem. They believed American fighters had become too focused on long-range missiles and electronics, and not enough on maneuverability and pilot skill. They wanted a lightweight, simple, cheap fighter optimized for dogfighting. Their philosophy was clear: build a jet that could turn, accelerate, and climb better than anything else. No unnecessary weight, no complex systems that break, just pure performance. The Air Force was skeptical, but they agreed to a competition. The lightweight fighter program pitted 2 designs against each other: the Northrop YF-17 and the General Dynamics YF-16. Both were small, single-engine jets built for agility. In 1975, the YF-16 won. It was faster, more maneuverable, and cheaper to produce. The Air Force ordered it into production, and in 1978, the F-16 Fighting Falcon entered service. Pilots immediately nicknamed it the Viper, and the name stuck. What made the F-16 revolutionary? Let's break it down. First, the design. The F-16 uses a blended wing body design, where the fuselage smoothly transitions into the wings. This reduces drag and increases lift, making the jet more efficient and agile. The wings are thin and swept back, optimized for high-speed maneuverability. Second, the fly-by-wire system. The F-16 was the first production fighter to use full fly-by-wire flight controls. Instead of direct mechanical linkages from the stick to the control surfaces, the pilot's inputs go through a computer that adjusts the flight controls. This allows the jet to be aerodynamically unstable, which makes it incredibly responsive. The computer keeps it stable, but when the pilot wants to turn or roll, the jet responds instantly. Third, the side stick controller. Unlike traditional center-mounted control sticks, the F-16's stick is mounted on the right side of the cockpit. It's small and pressure-sensitive, requiring minimal hand movement. This reduces pilot fatigue during high-G maneuvers and allows for faster, more precise inputs. Fourth, the reclined seat. The pilot sits at a 30-degree recline, which helps them handle the extreme G-forces the F-16 can pull. This jet can sustain 9 Gs in a turn, and the reclined position helps prevent blackouts by keeping blood from draining out of the pilot's brain. Fifth, the bubble canopy. The F-16 has one of the best canopies in aviation. It's a single-piece, frameless design that gives the pilot 360-degree visibility. In a dogfight, seeing your enemy first is everything, and the F-16's canopy is unmatched. Sixth, the engine. The original F-16A was powered by a Pratt & Whitney F-100 turbofan engine, producing 23,000 pounds of thrust with afterburner. Later models used the General Electric F-110 engine with up to 29,000 pounds of thrust. The F-16 has a thrust-to-weight ratio greater than 1:1, meaning it can accelerate vertically. Not many jets can do that. The result? A fighter that could out-turn, out-climb, and out-accelerate almost anything in the sky. And unlike the expensive, complex jets it replaced, the F-16 was relatively cheap. The unit cost in the 1970s was around $6 million. Compare that to an F-15, which cost over $20 million. The Air Force initially planned to buy the F-16 as a lightweight complement to the F-15 Eagle. The F-15 would handle air superiority, and the F-16 would be the high-volume workhorse. But the F-16 proved so capable that it evolved into a true multi-role fighter, able to handle air-to-air, air-to-ground, reconnaissance, and even suppression of enemy air defenses. The F-16 wasn't just a fighter, it was a revolution. The F-16's combat record speaks for itself. It's been used in nearly every major conflict since the 1980s, and it's racked up a kill record that few fighters can match. Israel was the first to prove the F-16's lethality. In 1981, Israeli F-16s struck Iraq's Osirak nuclear reactor in Operation Opera, destroying it with precision bombs. The mission was a success, and it showcased the F-16's strike capability. But it was in air-to-air combat where the F-16 truly shined. During the 1982 Lebanon War, Israeli F-16s dominated Syrian MiGs, shooting down over 40 enemy aircraft without a single loss. The combination of superior training, advanced avionics, and the F-16's agility made it nearly unbeatable. The Gulf War in 1991 was the F-16's defining moment. U.S. F-16s flew more sorties than any other aircraft, conducting air-to-air patrols, strike missions, and suppression of enemy air defenses. They shot down Iraqi fighters, destroyed ground targets, and operated around the clock. The F-16 proved it could do everything. One of the most famous F-16 kills happened during the Gulf War. An F-16 pilot shot down an Iraqi helicopter with an air-to-air missile. Not impressive, except the helicopter was hovering near the ground. The pilot had to fire the missile in a steep dive, and it worked. That's the kind of versatility the F-16 offers. Balkans, 1990s. F-16s flew combat air patrols and strike missions over Bosnia and Kosovo, enforcing no-fly zones and hitting Serbian targets. They operated in contested airspace and came out on top. Afghanistan and Iraq, 2001 to 2021. F-16s provided close air support for ground troops, conducted precision strikes against Taliban and ISIS targets, and patrolled the skies. They dropped more bombs than almost any other platform and logged hundreds of thousands of combat hours. Pakistan. The Pakistani Air Force operates a large fleet of F-16s, and in 2019, they shot down an Indian MiG-21 during a border skirmish. The F-16's radar, missiles, and avionics gave the Pakistani pilot a decisive advantage. Ukraine, 2024. In late 2023, the U.S. and European allies approved the transfer of F-16s to Ukraine. As of 2024, Ukrainian pilots are being trained, and F-16s are beginning to arrive. These jets will give Ukraine a significant boost in air combat capability against Russian aircraft and help defend against cruise missiles and drones. Thanks for watching Armed Insight. If this deep dive into the F-16 gave you a new appreciation for the Viper, smash that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns of the aircraft, tactics, and technology that shape modern warfare. What fighter jet should we cover next? F-15 Eagle, F-35 Lightning II, A-10 Warthog, Drop your suggestions in the comments. Until next time, stay informed, stay powerful.